up for being a weakling, abandoned by your party or family? Well, that's the hard truth, as life for these following anime protagonists don't always have a happy beginning. But they do have that satisfying comeback from how they started to what they will soon become. Join me today as I'm back to recommending anime where the MC is kicked out for being weak, but turns out overpowered. I've got some really epic recommendations and some underrated series you may not have even heard of, so stick around and find out by watching this video.
Hidden bullet, Kotenfu! Hidden bullet, Genmeka!
Let's start with an anime series called Black Bullet. It's actually a very solid anime in my opinion and covers exactly what you guys would be looking for. We got an abandoned child named Rentaro, is an orphan who witnessed a monster attack, but he was too young and weak to do anything to save his own camp. And 10 years later have passed by, and now he's working as a civil security member to try and fight back against those monsters, and later on becomes a promoter and recruits a cursed child with powers that will help him fight in battles. But soon he will adapt to his enemies and become stronger to get revenge on the masked man behind this mess. Humans fight endless battles against demi-humans, while some people wield special powers or abilities that rank higher than an average soldier and struggle less in life. Teogonia is an insanely underrated anime that you may not have even heard of, as it's actually brand new in 2025. Kai is a young fighter who does not have a guardian bearer, as he is an average soldier who wishes to become strong, yet everyone just knows how weak he really is. So, how can he prove that he is worthy or strong without powers, in a world with magic, bloodshed, and also mystery?
This one thick neck.
Abandoned or kicked out by his caretakers from his own home because the young kid is a demonic child with powers. Kabane is an orphan where he has no idea where his real parents are, as he wears a powerful amulet that suppresses his demonic powers from fully taking over him, as later he was shot dead by a detective who specializes in taking down demons. However, Kabane is actually an immortal, meaning he can't die. So, instead, the detective took him under his care and introduced him to his work, as he meets other kids who help a detective and soon learns more about what he can truly do with his own powers. Now we're jumping into an anime series called Requiem Street. This Chinese animation series puts in insane action with how an orphan boy becomes a powerful warrior after getting a guardian spirit. Requiem Street, or in Chinese or whatever, Rakshasa Street, is a place where spirits and humans coexist, but only those who are, soul bearers with a guardian's power can enter it. This is a world where evil spirits exist, and the only way to survive a fight is by working together with your guardian spirit to fight against them. Sword of the Demon Hunter. This is a brand new anime series about slaying demons. It tells the epic tale of a lone warrior samurai on a mission of revenge by killing countless demons that people are having trouble with, but also while having the unique ability to absorb demon powers and use it for himself. The protagonist has a sister who is a demon. She did kill his beloved, which is why he now wishes to avenge and kill his own sister. But if you do like samurai action in the Sengoku time period and demons, then you have to check this one out. Healers in anime. Now, they're quite known to be the weakest in the party, but here we have one that decides to take his skills and use it to benefit the people through opening his own underground clinic.
が治癒士ですか。
早いな。波の獣人の力じゃない。
Xenos met a healer at a young age to where he was really inspired to become one himself, but his party members treated him like a chore boy, which is why he left it himself to pursue his goal by opening an underground shop and live in the shadows, secretly away from others. The word does start spreading of a powerful healer living out there somewhere in the shadows, and it's only a matter of time before he gets discovered.
Please stay with me, Rachel. I've been so unbearably lonely.
Action, blood, horror, and overpowered beings. Rachel wishes to die, but she wakes up in a basement not knowing where she is. She meets a bandaged murderer named Zack who promises to kill her when they become free. Now they both ascend floor by floor through multiple tests to reach the top, and as a result, they will meet more twisted people. Now being held in this place, and you boss each floor as they rise, it's quite the simple concept like a dungeon anime of climbing and clearing floors, with very good backstories and also characters. Born with the stone god's power, killed his own mother at birth, and now feared and bullied by other kids in society that leave him tied up to starve. This young man had the worst childhood, I'm not gonna lie, but until a girl that cared and fed him for the very first time died in his arms as he raged and wiped the village who tied him up and left him. Now 4 billion years later have passed, and now he is reborn into a new body as a young talented chef whose life is about to change after he fed a hungry girl who now calls him Master.
How the hell did he create a barrier that impenetrable? It's soaking up my Arctis Obscura without so much as a dent!
Basically in a wave. How fascinating! I've never encountered this magic. How am I supposed to resist touching it?
Now, let me ask you this. Do you guys like Shota anime? A boy who likes to cross-dress as a girl and now is the 7th prince of the royal kingdom with superior overpowered magic? Well, I guess this anime is indeed what you guys need to check out then. But if you're into generic trash isekai, of course. A guy who couldn't really become a magic master and was bullied, but now is reincarnated into the body of a young boy named Lloyd with endless mana who is actually so overpowered, with the addition of all his hot maids that make up his harem in the palace. And finally, the last anime on today's video list, the most notorious talker runs the world's greatest clan. Noel is a guy who wishes to become a powerful seeker just like his great-grandfather, by slaying beasts and exploring these vast lands. Unfortunately, it turns out he got the job of a weak, measly talker. But even with that, he still wishes to make the most powerful clan by recruiting assassins and heroes under his leadership. But the big question is, who on earth wants to be under the command of a weakling? Well, just you wait and see what this man can truly do. Well, looks like that is the finish line for the list, as the weakling we once knew has moved on with their life to become greater than ever. But if you did enjoy, then please do drop a like to show your support, and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.